Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Texas Tech's offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You can't...
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're trying to get to it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the... Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Kansas offense will go to work for the first time today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
The sure hands, it's Coffee. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking for a crease. It's Coffee. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the
quarterback, sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The defense will always try to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And now on second down for this offense. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
He's looking for a man on second down. He's got it down the middle. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Safe completion on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love.
Makes the grab at the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He caught him! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Powers forward. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so close, right on the edge on 3rd and goal after the penalty. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. This quarterback part of their running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Wow. I don't love that throw by the QB, man. It's not a good idea to lob the football anywhere in the middle of the field because it gives defenders an opportunity to rally to the ball and knock it away.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
What a snag by the defense. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Here we go. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Finds us back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Beard. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
First down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Jayhawks look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Need. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Extending the play. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, looking to throw. On target over the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He got it.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. On the move, it's Coffee. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half.
21, Texas Tech, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chop.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
DB's right up on the receivers. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback adapting. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execute.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for room. It's Need. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Ran through the contact. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. A full dive to haul that one in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On second down, wants to throw. He's got it on the move. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Got enough space. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Maddox. Touchdown, Kansas! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kansas, 35. Texas Tech, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to run for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive. After explosive pass up in this one. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Need. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And the beatdown has ensued. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes a catch. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's McWilliams. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Still looking on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside of the pocket, now you got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
Off he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the score! And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Beard. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Kansas offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble. And the offense fails.
This is a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's... program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Catch in the middle, it's hot. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Grab near the sticks. It's Flaletta. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Unnecessary defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Dances away, trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The give on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. They try to pop a run on the draw. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
On the move. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. This is a designed run. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Jayhawks have this offense rolling. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, milk the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this 1st down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10.
Let's go!
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They won the game today That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us.